Welcome back. We are here with Callum.
Special guest,
First
VIP, mate.
proper guest.
100%.
Fuck Joe.
I ain't saying nothing. That never came from me.
How do you feel, Callum, mate?
Yeah, good boys. I'm really thankful to be on now. You know, it's been
Yeah.
planning it for a wee while. So
Yeah, it's
I
been in the
appreciate you
works
guys having me.
for a while.
It's actually
We've
been the works,
actually
man.
managed.
Yeah, Callum's
to-
team and our team, they went together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're
Yeah.
actually group chat lads.
Exactly,
Hey,
mate.
yeah,
We're on
yeah.
a message group chat.
Big time, man.
That's how you
Brotherhood,
know.
mate. We may as well
Next
cross
lads.
streams.
Best
now, you know
Might
what
as
I mean?
well.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing about you, Callum, mate, is obviously you're performing.
Yes.
That has to be
Yeah.
touched on. Got to touch on that.
Well, as a music artist,
You actually are an artist, mate.
Oh,
You're a
absolutely.
creator.
Yeah, I enjoy it, man.
How's that so far for
Mate, it's good. I'm in a bit of a kind of dilemma at the minute though, because I've always been trying not to go down this road, which is I've been given such a great opportunity to do music full time and make a living off of it.
that is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, like I literally my full time
Congratulations,
job
to
is,
be
no, thank
fair,
you,
because that
thank
is
you.
like
That was a
serious.
It's good fun, mate, and it's like I literally just get to play in pubs, get pissed with folk, and have a good time. You know?
Yeah.
And just it's
Yeah.
great, it's great. But and also you meet so many contacts and people through these venues. But my dream would be obviously to sell my own music,
Right.
and to do like my own, and that's why I've got a Spotify, and I'm always like recording and writing new songs and stuff. But I've kind of came into the position now where I'm always so focused on the money and the gigs and
Yeah,
my work and
yeah,
paying my
yeah,
rent
yeah.
and paying my bills and stuff, and it's like I've not focused enough on my original stuff.
So, see, to like do like a proper track,
Yeah.
like a single that you want to do yourself.
Yeah.
How expensive does that, like
Yeah,
the full
production.
thing?
And you got
Like
music
obviously,
videos.
like give or take.
Yeah,
because you got production on your music videos and everything.
yeah,
like that as
yeah.
well.
I
I've
got
seen
my old
that,
flatmate to do that.
Because
He's brilliant.
if you've got a music video plus you need studio time,
yeah.
like it's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
know?
Yeah. So it goes through. I pay a yearly subscription for a distribution company,
Right.
and through that company, I have to obviously pay for studio time.
Right.
Pay my lucky enough now. I've got a bandmate who's really really good with sound production and music technology and stuff like that. So he does the studio work for us.
Okay.
But then I write the song. We get rehearsal time. We rehearse the song until we know it's good enough. We maybe perform it live before we actually record it. See how it gets like
Oh,
over
really?
the crowd
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
That's
So a
good
lot of
shout,
our, like
actually,
original
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's like we want to perform it live. So we do that first, and then we get in the studio time. We were fortunate enough to have Napier University to do that. Because they have their own like thingy, so we don't have to pay for an actual studio, which is
that's cool.
great, which was fucking amazing.
That
And
is
then-
class, to be fair.
After that, I would obviously pay my bandmate money for his time, not only doing all that, but then mixing the track and everything like that. Then we send
Yeah,
it off to another engineer to get it like fully mastered and
Mastered,
everything
yeah.
like that. Then have to get the artwork sorted, which is depending on if we do it ourselves or if I pay another artist to make the artwork.
Yeah.
I need to pay for that. And then obviously my yearly subscription comes out of like £50. I think it's like £50 a year, which
Right.
isn't the worst, but you make pennies off of Spotify and shit like that. You make nothing.
Yeah,
Like, all
well,
these artists,
see,
like,
apparently it's like insane how bad
Yeah.
the cut is.
Like Jay-Z
Really bad.
was always complaining about that, I'm pretty sure.
Spotify are robbing bastards. I
Yeah,
have to say, like
apparently,
all these
yeah.
places, yeah. Like you make nothing. Like that's such a good thing about CDs back in the day and stuff. You know, it's like
yeah, exactly.
if you
yeah.
had like everyone,
Albums,
people buy CDs,
vinyls.
they make their own money and stuff. Now only artists make it off like merchandise and tours.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why
yeah.
I think that's why tickets. I'm assuming why ticket sales have went up so much in price. Like you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
what was
mate,
it?
they
Sabrina
have,
Carpenter
like-
charging like £200 for
Mate.
espresso. Like that is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
absolutely fucking ridiculous, mate.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I think that's why everything's went up in price.
The unfortunate thing is for someone like ourselves or just consumers, mate, it's like £10 a month.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like
It's-
we
do
pay
you know what I
nothing
mean?
to
Like,
listen
it's-
to everything,
And,
now,
and
yeah.
I'm getting everything
It's
I want.
all in the one place.
Whereas like when you had it on iTunes and that,
yeah,
you pay 99p per song.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly,
or like
yeah.
£10 an
Like,
album.
remember,
Yeah.
remember those days
Yeah.
when you had like iTunes cards and you had to buy like a £30
Gift
card,
cards,
and
yeah.
each song was 99p.
Yeah.
That's insane, isn't it?
It's mental to think now, and everybody's got different options. And only Spotify, but there's Apple Music.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like
there's so many
now-
streaming services now that it's like the motivation to go out and buy a CD.
Yeah,
I mean, he even has this fucking CD player now. You know what I mean?
more people
My
have
car's got a
vinyls.
CD player, to be fair.
Yeah.
Is it?
My car, yeah, it's old as
That was
fuck.
your car.
It's the oldest fuck car.
Caesar, I've not seen one of them in a long time.
To be fair, wait, where were we working before music then? Before like it became your job now? What
Bro,
was the
well,
script for that?
My main job before music full time was events and marketing. So obviously I met you when I was working for Why Not. But then the Why Not.
Well, yeah, I
days-
wanted
We
to
had
go
some-
into this.
We had some
because-
Yeah.
serious days back.
I'm a
in
bit
the
scared.
day.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we had messy nights back in the
Promoting.
day.
we have to go into promoting. That's
yeah,
actually how
that
it
is
is.
literally that's one
Yeah.
thing I have noted down specifically to go into because, like, that's a wild fucking life.
So yeah, like gotta go into
Yeah.
partying. Partying lifestyle is actually very like backwards. Like your day starts at basically like 9 p.m.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
You know what
Mate,
I mean?
yeah.
Like-
Your like our lives were literally just try to chat up birds to get them into the club. And
What do you
then,
what do you actually do as a promoter? So what's
Yeah.
like what is your
So,
task?
It depends like what level you kind of were with the business.
Because
So it was,
there's
it
certain
start-
people that are just like handing out leaflets.
Yeah, so you get
do you
like
know
fly-in shifts and stuff like that as well. But it was like started off with being a regular PR, and for that you bring however many people you can down to the club, and you get money for every single person that comes in under your
Right.
name. So it started off with like
Oh, because commission basis. Oh shit.
yeah, but it's like a huge.
How much
almost
money
like-
would you get per person? Like,
This is going to sound really cheap at first, but see if you know enough people, you're making bank a week from fucking bringing folk down to a club. It was £1 a person. It went up to £1.50 when you went to an exec PR. But see if I brought in like 30 people, like from the unis, from Flat Centre,
yeah.
and I just like random people on social media. Like, mate, I was making like 30 quid a week for going out on a Monday night, and then I wouldn't spend a penny because the PR bottles would come out. And then we would
Yeah.
drink, and we would have heavy prees all the time.
And
Aye,
you
of
think
course.
about it, like for like the average person going out like ourselves, like obviously for like me and you, like we're spending that 40 quid.
and it's
Yeah,
and
50 quid,
midweek,
whatever it was.
like if you're going out midweek,
50
30
quid.
quid
50 quid's a
can
lot,
go
yeah.
go quite far, mate.
Easy,
100%.
yeah.
It goes a
Back in the
long way.
day, it was
Yeah,
student nights.
especially, yeah. Like,
So it was good. But obviously that was never my main job. That was like I was working at Tesco as well at the time.
Yeah.
When I
Right.
was doing that, so that was like a kind of like pocket money. You know what I mean?
aye.
Um, Then I went up to executive PR, and then I went up to head PR as well.
What do you do now?
So head PR was obviously coming up with like the event ideas, running the nights.
Oh, really?
Sorting out all the other PRs and making sure they've got like
Yeah.
tasks to do their jobs, who they're bringing down, asking if they're still.
I was a PR
Um,
with you as well, yeah.
Hmm?
I was a PR on that team with you as well.
Were you? Were you working for Flair?
I
You're an understudy, mate.
was an intern. I was an intern.
Were
Nah,
you?
nah. So what happened was I basically became one to get free entry.
Yeah, a lot of people have got that, done that. That's another perk as well of it because you get free
That is
entry as well. So
class.
Did
you're
I
not
contribute
paying £5 or so every
to
time?
success?
Yeah,
Really,
mate.
I didn't really contribute, but
Yeah.
I got free entry.
It would always be
Exactly.
handy if you knew somebody, like, because do you remember when Olivia used to do it? Blonde Polish birds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's probably
I can't
Name
pronounce her
drop,
second
name
no,
drop.
No, because
To be
I can't
fair,
pronounce her second name
that's
either.
probably
Fuck
yeah.
it.
I
Really
don't know.
bad.
She was in my year at school,
Oh, for real?
so I knew her. Obviously.
Yeah.
So if I ever seen her, she'd just be like, right, like fire them.
Can you?
It's
Yeah.
brilliant,
But
mate.
I love the
Yeah.
feeling of seeing the queue
Oh,
and just being like, bye.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not
Yeah,
waiting
yeah,
in
yeah.
that.
You enjoy this
yeah.
you enjoy that.
You enjoy
You
that
do
queue.
feel like you're
I'm
on top of the
orchestrating-
world for a while,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
Because I would like I'd see some nice girls and be like, oh,
Yeah, just come in with me. you know?
Actually, I actually think
Or
you're
like-
big time
yeah.
as well. Eh?
or
Yeah.
like I'll see you inside. Or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll see you inside.
See you in half an hour.
See in
mate.
half an hour. We'll sort the table and the bottles out for you.
Yeah.
You don't worry about that, you know. You know how I was gigging at Freddy's last Saturday?
Yeah.
Aye.
Like, this is how much, like, I get, so see with most venues, like, where I play, like, I get an open bar, which is another amazing perk from doing live music, mate.
Unbelievable.
But
by the way.
I woke up last Sunday morning, I spent 170 quid. I went on what? I was like, what have I bought?
Yeah.
I'm assuming I chipped in for bottles, I was doing rounds, I was buying girls shots. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. But I woke up and I looked and it was minus 170. I think I went out for some, I must have got a chippy at the end of the night or something. Oh, I did. I got a chippy at the end of the night, but that could have only been about 10, 15
yeah,
quid.
yeah.
I'm sitting there going, how have I spent?
170
But it's
quid.
so easy,
That
but it's,
happens, yeah.
So
yeah,
you-
it's wild.
Was this an open bar?
I got an open bar for myself and I spent
So it's like,
170
oh,
quid.
fuck
I don't
me.
know one more.
Open bar and you spent.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know how
fucking
I do
crazy.
that, mate. It's so easy.
That's
to
got to be
spend.
everyone else then.
Huh?
That's got
I
to be
must
other
have been
people.
buying rounds and shit. Yeah,
You
I end
are
up trying to be too
a
nice when I'm
guy.
drunk. You know what I
But you
mean?
mentioned
Oh,
there though.
mate,
You mentioned they're spending on girls. Are
no,
you single?
no,
huh?
no. Yeah, no, dude. I'm
single.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's no, I just you know, I'm being polite though. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
I've
Of
got to
course,
look out
mate.
for the friends
Being a gentleman,
Yeah,
eh?
as
yeah.
always.
It's not
I'll
really
be
worth
so
it.
real. The last girl I ever spent money on, I was dating her.
Do you know that's how me and my
That's
ex
not-
met though?
That's not bad, mate.
That's how me and my ex-girlfriend met. That's how me and Lauren met.
You
I bought her a drink.
You bought a drink.
Yeah,
Fair
for the
play.
first time.
That could not be
That
me.
was, but we didn't speak. This is actually quite a funny story. I hope she doesn't mind me telling you this, but we were in the Coco Boho, where it is now, it was Lulu's.
Lulu's,
I think I met you a few times at Lulu's when it was Eden.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
yeah,
Yeah. That
Mate,
Campbell and Arnold that
that's
used
a
to run.
fucking
That was
throwback
was
as well.
good. Yeah.
I'm
but-
on unk status because
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
kids now will not know what that
no,
is.
they won't know.
Bro,
Nobody
mate.
will know. Originally, we actually forgot we met one time in Candy Bar. I think it was. I think that's also changed now to Latino Bar or something. But
Oh, really?
yeah, Candy Bar's changed. But it was like we were. Apparently, I was speaking to the new PRs there, and I must have thought Megs was obviously very attractive, and I just seen her, and we were chatting away, and I think I offered her a shot. And she was like, yeah, we're going to a shot, right? And she always hated me this for years after we were like together, because what happened was an old pal of mine came up from high school, and she was like, oh my God, Callum, what the fuck are you doing? And obviously, ever since then, Lauren was always like, you fucked off with some blonde bitch after, so don't act like you bought me that shot to impress me. I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, I swear it was a pal from home. But she always used that against me. But it was, I bought her that shot, and then I didn't speak to her for like 3 weeks or so, and then and then one time it was Keishab's birthday, and we all ended up celebrating a party, and then me and Lauren got to chatting, and a few months down the line we were going on dates.
Money's worth. See,
yeah.
I'd be angry if it didn't go to anything.
Really? What, just for a
if
shot?
That shot didn't amount to something.
Really?
I need reimbursement.
Pay me back.
So,
Pay me back.
You're like, send me $250.
I need reimbursement. Because see, me, recently I've been thinking to myself, I don't personally think that I want to go into anything serious in the next 2 years. For my reasons, it's because like at this age, everyone's so young, right? I just feel like everyone's changing, everyone's moving away, and it's like at this point, getting into something, right? It's almost inevitable that it's almost not going to last.
Yeah,
it's very risky. Yeah,
I think it's like if I'm going to give out a percentage of like what I truly believe it end up being, 90% are going to break up
at this age.
At this age, at 21 to 23.
I think you're also still trying to figure out who you are as a person before you do anything.
So I feel like for me to say, all right, I'm gonna fall in love with this person. I'm gonna have this experience. I think experience is important, but I've had it before, so I'm thinking like I don't need to go through it again. Yeah, but I feel like it's almost doomed to happen. So like obviously you were in for
depends what you want for your life, really. Like in the short term, and long term. Do you know what I mean? Like
long term, 100%. I want something real, 100%. But
well, I'm guessing more in the short term, to be honest, because like if you still want to go out. Like loads of nights out, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like charge as many birds as possible. But obviously,
you two are raising the eyes at each other. I can see what he's up to. I don't want you to go out.
Nah. He's taken. But I do get what it means. I think having a girlfriend is a more like. It's a more calm lifestyle. I think it's a more beneficial lifestyle, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the only time you can live like that is when you're this age. Like,
yeah, no, that's true.
Like, you'll have 50 years to do that.
You can't wake up when you're 30 and go, fuck it, I want to go nuts now.
Yeah.
Let's
go. You're stuck.
Let's go on Monday night, lads.
Because that's the thing. You've got more people that you're going to affect in your life at that point. Because if you imagine you get... Like, you've been with a missus since, we were 20 years old. We met, it was love at first sight. It's all this kind of stuff, right? And you go through your years and all your boys are going nuts. And they're all having a good time and they're all getting drunk. Oh, no, I can't go out tonight, boys. I've got the missus, etc. End up having kids, getting married. The marriage starts falling apart. You sit your boys at 33, I'll go nuts now. And they're like, mate, we've all got families and that. We can't fucking do that shit anymore. I think you need to get out your system young.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Big time,
I think that is 100% what you got to do.
But I do feel like, when do you stop?
I think it's natural because even now, like I feel like
I'm drawing it back, because I'm fucking.
I hate hangovers. That's the thing. I can't afford to have 2 days in my bed and be like I'm fucked.
Yeah, it does kill me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I got in the car with you boys, I was like, you guys are rough. I could tell.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah,
like, I think that's for me. Like, I don't know. I think if I could have a son, right, in the future, I'd tell him, mate, you're 21. Do not commit into anything too serious.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Do not get into a relationship until it is time. Like, I think I got given advice from like my mate that's a bit older. He was like to me, mate, don't get into it until you are.
But then,
ready
do you know what the thing is though? What if like someone comes along and they just sweep you off your feet?
I know.
Like, I just don't feel like you're going to be able to resist that.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Because like, you say that, and then what if you meet a girl and she's like ticking every box? Do you know what I mean?
Mate,
like,
I swear you go for but that's the thing, you do go for it. Unfortunately, it may not work out, but it might do.
But it's almost like you're like your head and your heart. Your head telling you, mate, like be realistic here.
I think generally a good piece of advice is to like chill.
I think that's right.
Unless you really, really, really are convinced.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I think otherwise you're just fucking wasting your time. Because I think a lot of people know that we probably shouldn't be in a relationship or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this isn't. I can kind of get a feeling that this probably won't work in the next few years.
But yeah, we're just
if you're in that scenario, just fuck it off.
But I do think that the reason I've had a feeling of, I think I'm not gonna look for it at all. But if it's like you said, if someone comes along and
if it happens,
you never know.
But I think for now, I'm gonna prioritize myself. I was in one. And I think for the past few years, I've like sort of like prioritizing somebody else, sort of thing. Like, all right, got to make them happy, got to try and change for them.
That's a big commitment, mate.
Yeah, you've
but
got
I feel like I need
give up a lot, man. Yeah, and that's
How do you feel about it? Because you were in one for quite a while.
Well, I mean, I'm obviously getting a lot better now, but see, the worst thing, and I think this is one thing that's going to put me off a relationship for a very, very long time is the breakup. Like, it's I knew it was going to be hard, but holy fuck,
breakups are fucked. Breakups are
the
very
worst thing.
We were literally talking about this earlier. Like, when you have that complete cut off of no conversation, That is
it's so difficult, mate.
the most difficult thing you'll ever have to do. Like, by a mile, because like
it's horrible.
that's what we're saying. Like, it's literally your best mate.
Yeah, like
who you go to talking to constantly every day.
no, you're close to them. You're closer to them than your family and your friends.
Yeah,
they know everything
100%.
about you. You know everything about them. Like,
To
it's
them,
insane.
no contact at all.
Like a stranger contact, mate.
Like, that's fucking
It's crazy.
mental.
It actually hurts a lot, by the way. It hurts a
Yeah.
fucking ton.
All you can do is just wait.
Exactly.
You have to just wait it out.
But
Yeah.
it's a lot of it's a
It's-
hard way.
Shit.
It's a very hard way. But I think with the breakup though, everyone's been this like Amber after my breakup. I literally like on like a date, a month later, 2 months later, I would say my ex-girlfriend's name like.
You'd bring it up.
Yeah, no, like so, like I would mistakenly say her name instead of like
For real?
because it forced a habit. It's been like fucking because you're saying the same.
That
name.
would not go down well, by the way.
Yeah.
No, obviously, but like I would stop halfway through and be like, oh shit, but like
Yeah, my bad.
yeah, but think about it, like I'm saying this name almost every day on a phone
Oh
call.
yeah,
in
yeah.
person.
No, I absolutely know
force
what
of
you mean.
habit just says.
No, I'm just picturing you like, what happens if the date goes well? I mean, I'm saying you get to the you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the
you
night
get to
later
business.
on and you
But
sit
then-
there and you shout out the wrong name.
with an ex-girlfriend, they know everything you like.
Yikes. Yeah, that's true. But
That is true.
I think like having a girlfriend knows everything you like. No, I'm not even like talking sex. See me, I'm celibate. I'm a virgin.
I do have a question though for you, mate. Because
me?
yes,
I'm
because
scared.
you obviously you went and done the boxing thing.
Off-
Muhammad
yeah.
Ali is right behind you, in fact.
So yeah.
Oh, I'm about to leave. Fair play, man.
So as far as I'm aware, so it was like it was a charity card or something like that.
No, it's a student event. It was a
Right.
student
Okay.
event, yeah.
Okay. So and then you were the main fight of the night, yeah?
No, brother, I was first on.
You were first on.
I thought I was going to be one of the headline ones because I was a bit more of a heavier weight.
Right. Okay.
But no, they were like, they wanted to have it like lads first, then I think some of the females in between, because it was girl fights as well, and then the last one was like the pure fucking like ripped boys, like the boys. that
Right,
didn't
like
give
the
a
guys who are
fucking-
serious.
Yeah. Boys had a bit of experience with it as well.
Nah, that's less fun to watch though, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
But these amateurs, man.
So how was it? Did you do much training for it?
Mate, I trained for
Because actually doing that in a ring in front of people,
it's hard.
that's
Yeah.
fucking balls, mate.
Yeah,
have to have
that's
a bit
like,
of
I
bottle.
respect box. I obviously had respect for them before, but after doing it, mate, I have so much respect for it. I don't understand how people have that insane cardio. Like, you know when you see these cunts go for like 12 hours, mate.
It's ridiculous.
12 hours, 12 rounds.
12 rounds,
But it's mental, man. Like, it's so I trained for like 2 months. I think it was like September through to November, and the one thing I kept being lazy with was cardio, because I'm sitting there going, I'd learned so much like power, technique, skill, and I was so confident in myself. I've easily got this, and my trainer was fantastic, and he was always helping me out, and he was so supportive. But he's always sitting there going, mate, you need to train cardio until you feel sick. I was like, yeah, mate, I'm doing. I'm going for runs. He was like, you can't just go for a 5K, mate, and say this is boxing. He's like, and I didn't listen properly, and I should have. And I got in that first round, and I think someone said, I think my girlfriend at the time was fucking shitting herself, obviously, and she's sitting there in the corner. And then she's sitting there like tapping her pal, going, because he knew a bit about boxing, and he's sitting there going, "Don't worry." He's like, "He's doing well. He's fucking smashing him. It's good. It's fine, mate." As soon as I got in the other rounds, mate, I was sitting there with the coach, and I'm sitting there trying to say to the coach, "Mate, I cannot breathe." And he's sitting there going, "Like, take your fucking breath."
How
back."
many rounds was it?
3.
3 rounds. How many
Mate.
minutes?
3 as well. 3.
Right, 3
rounds,
minutes.
yeah.
Mate, I've done a
So it
bit of
was-
boxing. Like a 3-minute round is like,
You did boxing.
well, like fucking raps. But you would do
Aye.
sparring for like an
Yeah.
hour. So you do the cardio, then you do sparring for an hour. Sometimes they do 2-minute rounds, sometimes they do 3-minute rounds. The difference is fucking insane. A 3-minute round is
Yeah.
so long.
Hard, mate. It was
So
horrible, man. And that's where I
And
went
then to
wrong.
keep fucking hand.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Mate, but that's like, I went in. You get the worst thing is as well. You get an adrenaline dump, and you get
Right.
there, you're buzzing, and even one of the coaches there was like, "Calm the fuck down, mate," because he was like, "You're gonna go in there and you're gonna get an adrenaline dump, and you're fucked." And I'm sitting there buzzing. I was like, "I've got this guy. I'm fine. Go in there." Winning the first round, all good. Try to carry on, and I'm just like start heavy breathing, and then I realise I can't keep going, and then as soon as I remember having my hands up. The last thing I remember was like having my hands up. And then he hit me with a body shot, and I tried to put my arms down, and then he got me in the face, and I was so rocked and tired that I'm sitting there still getting smacked, and I'm just trying to like cover myself back up. And after that, I remember nothing apart from the ref trying to ask me if I was okay, because he got me into a corner. Like, I didn't get knocked out, but it was just like he was like, "Mate," he was like, "You're done." He was like, you're not looking at me straight." And I'm sitting there going, "No." I was like trying to talk to him, and he was like, "No, mate, I'm calling it here. I'm sorry." He was like, "This is an amateur fight, mate. It's not. We're not looking for anyone to get fucking hurt here." and I was so fucking disappointed in myself. I was happy with myself for doing it. And I want to return at some point. I do want to.
Oh, would you go back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I need to get that fucking redemption at some point. But it's just like, I know what it consists of now, and I know what I need to do.
But do you have nervousness? I remember when I was playing football growing up.
That's a good
I
point.
used to always have a sort of like performance anxiety. I think a lot of athletes will have that as well. But
100%.
in boxing, you're on your own, mate. Like,
you're
walking
you're
around
you're scrapping
like,
someone in front of hundreds of
football,
people.
mate, you got 10 people with you, including excluding subs. Sorry.
Yeah,
You can always hide a little
Yeah,
bit.
mate, you can always have you can coast. You
yeah.
can definitely coast, but boxing, it's like, mate, you're on your own, and there's higher stakes, mate. Even like what you said
Yeah, you
there,
can
it's
get like knocked out.
get knocked
out,
100%.
Like in front of your friends, family, everybody.
Oh,
Like
and you
it's
would look
humiliating, man.
funny.
It's nerves naturally, but I'm always on stage, like we were talking before. So it's like I got up there. I was like, I know how to deal with a crowd. Like I'm not worried about that. I went up there and I was like looking at everybody in the crowd, going like, "You all right, boys?" and stuff like that. Obviously being confident as fuck, and then realizing very, very quickly that I was like, Callum, your cardio is not up to speed. So I'm sitting there going, mate, it's 30 minutes. I can run for like an hour if I wanted to, but it consists of you throwing punches, you taking punches, you fucking like running around the ring constantly. Like, mate, you end up fucked, like so knackered so quickly. And that's one thing I've got ever since I've done it. Obviously, our mate Sam done it in March. Yeah. And now it's like there's like our whole like friendship group have signed up for this November one. So the card this year is going to be massive. I cannot wait. Like loads of them are doing it.
Is it when obviously back to performing in that?
Mm-hmm.
Because a couple of questions. One.
Yeah.
You were saying like, is it actually? Can you actually make some money? Like
Off
just
what?
performing in town?
What gigs?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's my full. Like I'm saying, it's my job, so I don't do it unless I'm getting paid. Unless it's a charity event or something.
Aye.
I won't be paid for that, but
Like on a sort of scale, obviously you don't have to be specific. Like how much can you kind of earn? Like sort of little to max, if you're talking like.
It depends. Right now, I'm gigging about 4 times a week. Like at least 4 nights a week. Whether that be before it was a lot of Thursdays to Saturdays, and I would do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but maybe Friday or Saturday I would do 2 gigs in the one night.
Right.
For example, like there was a Saturday I done Elio's 8:30 to like 8:30 to 11:30, and then on Friday's midnight until 3. Like you know what I mean, or something like that. So just like straight off the bat. So like performing for like 6 hours or longer. I'm fucking shit mass. But
how much do they give you for a gig? Obviously it varies.
Well, every venue's different. I don't do it unless I'm getting a set price. Like the lowest I've done it for is 120. That's the lowest I'll do it for.
And how many hours work is it?
2. So
so
it's good money. It's
that's
yeah, but then the most I do it for is about 225 for a 3-hour set. And that's usually for like bigger venues or private functions and stuff. I used to charge 300 for private functions though. Like I done there was like a private rugby club that my dad usually gigs for. I can't remember who they are, but my dad couldn't make one of the gigs because he was away in Virginia or something. He was like, "Can you cover this gig for me?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Make sure you ask what you want for." So I was like, "How much do you recommend?" He was like, "I charge him £300 a night." So I was like, "I was like, is it okay if I'm going to charge £300 a night? Is that right with you guys?" And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Fine." Like, man, if it's a proper private company, like, and I feel like I do work for it. Like, I don't just like.
No, of course, mate.
You know what I mean? I'm not one of these ones that just like. And no disrespect to the artists that do this, but some artists really just sit there and sing, and it's like great. But I also try and make sure, like, I got this like kind of phone clip that goes in like the side of my mic stand, so if people do requests, I can like look the chords up on my phone.
Right.
If I know it to somewhat, I can try and do it for them.
That's fucking unreal.
But it's like I don't like doing that necessarily, because one thing I like about not having my phone there, which a lot of musicians do, is I can engage with the audience. I can jump around with them. I can see their reaction and feed off that and try and give it larger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's I would class myself. People always ask me this, like, I class myself more as a performer than a musician, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I just love, like, if I know I've given people a good time doing it, it makes me a lot more happier than it does my voice sounded quite good there. Fuck. I was like, mate, I'm half cut. I've been singing for 3 days on the bounce. Like, you know, my voice is fucked. I was like, I don't actually care how I sound. If everybody's drunk having a good time, nobody's sitting there and Freddie's going, yes, his vocal cords are really, really nice. You know what I mean? Everyone's sitting there going, fucking play Wonderwall. You know what I mean? It's just like nobody gives a fuck.
What's your sort of like worst experience when performing?
I had one not too long ago actually. I was gigging in a venue and there was these like tourists from like Canada.
Right.
And they were like I think they were from Canada or somewhere, and they were like really, really posh, like rich men, and they come in like all these like suits and that, and I was like, mate, it's like a Tuesday or something. I was like, why are you in suits in here on a Tuesday? And the guy was like, oh, I was finishing up my set. He came in towards the end, And he was like, "Oh, here's a tip." He was like, "Play us a Scottish song." And at this point, it was the end of my set. I'd already done Amy McDonald. I'd done Lewis Capaldi. I'd fucking done Palanatine. I'd done Loch Lomond. I'd done, you know what I mean, Caledonia, everything.
The Scottish
rinsed
scene, yeah.
Last thing I've got left is the Proclaimers.
Right.
That was it. Right, I can do that. So I start playing, and he was almost kind of like looking down to me, if that makes sense. Like he was making it out like he was a rich man, and I was this wee guy with a guitar.
Okay,
And
that's fucking weird.
yeah, and he gave me like, he obviously didn't know how much I don't think he knew English currency, so he gives me like £23 or something like that. So he gave me like a 20 and like £3 coins, and then he got yeah, mate. I was like, why? I don't know why he was giving me coins, but it was like I started playing 500 miles, and he got really triggered, and I was sitting there going, he's looking at me very funny, and his pals are sitting there going, "Oh, don't rise to it." And he comes back and he's sitting there like halfway through my song, he's sitting there going, I ask him to play a Scottish song and he's playing this fucking shit that everybody knows, and I'm sitting there going, it is a Scottish song, mate. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm trying to play it, and he comes up and he has and I shouldn't have done this, and I snapped, and I was like picking up the tip that he'd given me, and I'm packing away, and he comes up and he's like, it's not the type of Scottish song I asked for. I was like, I should be taking that fucking tip back, and I grabbed the coins and I just threw it in his fucking face. I went, take your fucking money, mate. Because I was like, and then he like tried to get triggered, so all his pals like came running in, and it was all kicking off, and I was like, that was a stupid reaction for me, but I was like, don't speak to me like that, mate. I was like, I hate that.
Just like,
yeah,
tolerate somebody being a prick.
Exactly, mate. And that was roughly the same time I was going through a breakup as well, and I just went, fuck off. I was like, I don't need your fucking £20, mate. I was like, I get paid enough for this. I was like, don't give me your fucking money and make me like out like some fucking scum on the side, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so tips wise, how are the tips?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't ask for tips, so it's like quite shite. But it's like sometimes I get like either tourists or nice people.
Because there's so many tourists, mate. Like summertime's fucking mental for tourists.
Oh, the fringe was insane.
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Like, but I never have a tip jar. That's the thing. And I really think I should, because I was like, I could make like a lot more.
I wonder if it would make much of a difference. Because it does make it easier. Because if you're recording, fucking hell, I keep saying that. If you're performing, like, it's a bit more difficult to like. What I do is just throw the money at you.
Yeah, so
you know
I've actually had people come up to me and be like, where the fuck did I put this? Because you've not got a tip jar. And I'm sitting there going, mate, just chuck on the floor if you want. But I really appreciate it. But I always say to them, I say, you don't have to do that. But
Defo make a tip jar, mate.
Yeah, I need
to do it, mate.
One thing I want to do as well is get like a board and have like a QR code with all like my Spotify links and stuff, and get like, because because the amount of tourists that would come and scan that.
Oh, 100%.
Just like listen to my Spotify, it would be mental. So there's a lot of stuff I need to improve on and work on, but I need to get a tip jar and
I respect the graft, though.
That's fucking the process, man. That's a process.
100%.
What's your next steps then in music? What do you want to happen?
Right now, I'm currently trying to just obviously write a lot more, but I'm really trying to get the ball rolling on my solo career more than.
How do you become a big artist? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you?
It can happen overnight, man. With especially things we've got nowadays, you know.
But like, see, like Spotify stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to something that I'm specifically looking for, or like my like songs or my playlist. So how do you come across?
Even like TikTok now, man. Like a lot of like.
That's true.
Like, a lot of
that's fucking true.
I'm like, I'm on TikTok scrolling. Like,
have you got your songs on TikTok? Like, it sounds.
I did, but I don't know what happened. Cause see how TikTok and Universal or whatever, they took off so many songs. My songs aren't there anymore. I was like, I don't give them permission to take. I don't know how it all fucking works, but my songs aren't there to use anymore.
That's true.
They're on the Instagram stories and stuff, though. Yeah,
I would definitely use it because a lot of songs that I like now. Like,
well, all it is songs.
You find it,
Like, I found it on like an edit, or I found it as a sound. I'm like, that's a class song, and now I'm playing it on repeat every single day.
It just takes one person to get a decently viral video with your song in it. So like,
yeah,
I think a lot of that. I think that escapism song, like that. It's a high bro bitch sipping champagne.
Yeah.
That was the same thing, man. I think it's shite. Respect to her, obviously. But
she blows up over that.
But she blows up on TikTok. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of good artists have probably
a lot of new ones. A lot of new artists are. It's starting from TikTok now.
I went to university with the lads that posted a cover of him doing Home. You know, like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
that famous
second there to get that.
Like, yeah. I was gonna say, fucking hell.
It's gonna be awkward.
And it's gonna be awkward. I don't know
the song.
Yeah. No, but he done this like one cover and it got 10 like million views, and it's like everybody's heard that like acoustic cover over like different TikToks and like wholesome videos and shit like that. So it just takes like one video. Like that's why I'm trying to upload a bit more content as well. I want to upload more Instagram reels. It's just been a challenging few months, so I've just not like worked hard at it. So
And what
just
kind
been
of
gigging.
how do you think of what to put in a song to write it?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a complete mixture between the two. So it can sometimes be a case of I'll think of these lyrics, or I'll come up with like a melody in my head. If I come up with a melody, I record it on my phone because I'll forget it later. And if I come up with lyrics, I'll write it in my notes. So it's like a mixture of, it's a slow process of like gradually more and more to come, and then sometimes I'll sit down my guitar and be like, oh, I worked on this in the past, I'll come back to this, like let's figure out what I can go from here over time and just like build up the song really.
Yeah.
It's always takes a wee bit of a while though.
How long does it take you from start to end to make a song? From like thought of making the song to actually releasing?
Oh, that's a great. Well, this is a bit awkward now, but there was a song, my most listened to song on Spotify is about my ex.
Not ideal, mate.
The artwork is her. The artwork's a picture of
mate.
her.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not going to change that, obviously, because it's nothing I want to forget. It's still a beautiful memory and stuff like that. It's a part of the song,
100%.
part of the story. You know what I mean? So it's unless she, for example, like messaged me saying I want that down, I would do it then. But like I really like the song, but that came from, I think I started writing that in, I think it was May last year.
Right.
I released December 23rd.
Fucking
So
hell.
yeah, so it took a while
It's a
from
big process, yeah.
acoustic writing the song, showing it to the band, getting a rehearsal room, performing it live, then recording it, putting it through distribution,
Yeah.
doing all that shit, and then promoting it, and then releasing it. So it took about 6 months.
Yeah. Wait, what's your favorite song as well? Like out of all the
That I've got
out.
out.
Yeah.
My song Incentives. I don't know, that's my most recent one. It's like almost sounds like a Catfish in the Bottom type song. I love it. Like I'm so proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
But Incentives is one of my favourite songs that I've ever written.
What's your karaoke song? Because we're big fucking karaoke goers, mate.
Probably Let's Hear It for the Boys.
Okay,
No,
bye.
a lie. Gloria by Laura Branigan.
My go-to is You're Just Too Good to Be True.
I love
Can't take my, because it's the da-da-da.
My one is James Blunt, 1973. I love that
1973.
song, bro.
Beautiful song.
Yeah, it's such a good
But
song.
mate, that song actually like, hits the heartstrings, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it really does, mate.
Simone, that's actually a beautiful song. I think the best song ever made, in my opinion, is Mirrors by Justin Timberlake.
JT.
It's like you're my mirror.
That actually is like
It
the
is a
greatest song
masterpiece.
ever
I do
made.
agree with you. But nah, I think I'm more
What's the
of
best song ever made then, in your opinions?
I'm more of a Kanye West guy.
I've got a top 10 list of songs.
Bust down Tatiana.
What song?
Tatiana by
When It Rains It Pours, Luke Combs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That one. I don't know if you'll know half these. Laura Branigan's Gloria's there.
I thought you were gonna say like A$AP Rocky.
No, fucking
What?
50 Cent.
No, when it rains, it pours. That's
Oh,
No,
the
I
old
came, I saw.
I saw one of the best songs of all time.
I thought Praise the
Absolutely
Lord.
not.
I thought you were gonna say Praise the Lord was the best song ever made.
Nah. That's a banger. Though.
Yeah, but it's not
Yeah, best song ever is crazy. Yeah.
It's a bit far fetched. I was gonna say absolutely not. Karma Chameleon's on that list. I love Karma
Is it
Chameleon.
loving in your eyes all the way?
That's the one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
yeah,
I was
took a hot
sitting there going, I was
second.
sitting there going, is that the right one?
I was like,
Please
know
be the right
this
song.
Because that would have been like.
So, what song are you on, mate?
Okay.
Oh no, it's the right one. You're all right. You're safe.
Yeah,
You're safe.
I was singing.
If you were to come on one of my songs, would you rap or sing?
Rap. Well, why do you say
Why
rap?
would you say
Callum?
I would ask them the same question.
Would you rap? Would you
Oh,
sing?
I'm getting cancelled before this has been uploaded. No, I would have asked them the same question. No,
What makes you think about my features that would
no,
I rap?
you just came with I saw, so I assumed you like a bit of the
What
rap
do you
music,
mean by
you know?
that?
You have been listening to the most fantastic podcast in the world. My name has been CALUM Anderson. I don't know how it goes off.
I said,
Yeah.
we make Ghost Cloud.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Yo,
That's
Desperados
actually.
hitting.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I say we make guests close.
Yeah.
Their own
So
episodes.
Callum, go for it, mate.
Close the episode, Callum.
Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. Check out CALUM Anderson on Spotify.
Absolutely.
CALUM
Yes,
spelled
sir.
with one L. Everybody fucking spells it with two, and it does my nutting.
Callum.
And I will see you all very, very soon.
Perfect, mate.
Aye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Callum.
you.
mate.
It's been good, mate.